give 4 more minutes for all those who are on their way to join us, and then we are going to get the show started.
Hi, everyone. Can you see my slide? Hello?
No, I can't see your screen. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can see it now. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
All right, I think we have quorum already, so we can start off. So welcome to today's session organized by Vodan Africa. This will be the 15th installment of the Metadata for Machines workshop. So we have really come a long way. My name is Charles Kahiro. I am the creative director at RabWorks Africa. And for today's session, it'll be a two-part session. The first will be getting a brief from the team from Nigeria, Data Science Nigeria, on activities on COVID, and it'll be led by Dr. Olubayo. And then afterwards, we are going to have a guided installation of the VIB or Vodan in a box, guided by Miriam Basija. During the presentation, as always, let us have our mics muted to prevent disruption of the flow of the presentation. So if you are yet to do so, you can kindly do so now. And as always, if you do have any questions during the presentation, feel free to type them up in the chat box and I'll bring them up during the presentation, or you can also wait for the Q&A session as we will be allowing for questions at the end of the presentations. And I believe that's that. So I hand over to you, Dr. Bayo.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone, to the entire Vodan African team. Well done for the great work. Kudos to the African lead, Professor Francisca, and to Nigerian lead, Dr. Shakinat Folorunsho. I'm so proud of the great work you're doing, and the lead for Data Science Nigeria, Ezekiel Ogundepo, who has been 100% dedicated to this mandate at Data Science Nigeria. So I know I have 15 minutes, so I've structured my 15 minutes along this path. So I'll talk very briefly about Data Science Nigeria, who we are, what we do, and some key milestones that shape who we are. And secondly, we're also going to speak to some updates on COVID-19 work that we've been leading in Nigeria. So basically, Data Science Nigeria is a learning community, AI learning community that has a mandate to raise 1 million AI talents in 10 years. For those who are familiar with Nigeria, we're talking about a population of 200 million odd people, who in the next 10 years will be about 230 million. So having just a small fraction of those picking up digital skills should be seen as given. Essentially is a way of retooling and reskilling the nation to build skill set of the future that help us to engage our young population with median age of about 18.2 years. So which means that we have such a massive raw material that we can retool and reskill to be relevant. That's our vision as an organization. Of course, we are proving ourselves as a strong research community, learning community, and consulting community. So our model is not just that we train, we also do research, and we also translate those research to provide consulting services to some top global organizations, so which is a validation of the quality of work that we do. Last year, we won a Matai Impact Award and second best academic poster at Deep Learning in Daba, which is Africa's biggest. And we have designed massive learning, and just 2 weeks ago, we won Best Poster Award at the 21st ECM conference on economics and computation. These are strong validation of the quality of research that we do. These are some milestones based on a review that was done by World Economic Forum on some of our work in terms of our end-to-end learning delivery platform across various channels, online, offline, face-to-face, book development, and all that. So these are some of the unique platforms that we created at Data Science Nigeria to support our ability to deliver learning to hundreds of thousands of people, face-to-face, online, offline, and through diverse channels for all kinds of people, from beginners in elementary school to executive at board level. We're proud to say we created the first AI book for primary and secondary school. We thought it would be a book for Africa, but as I speak now, it's going around the world, from US to UK. It's become a book that everyone is buying to introduce their kids to AI and Python programming. Because the book is actually done in cartoon format, so very engaging, very simple, and very straightforward. Of course, we're strongly involved in research, so we've been part of most of the top conferences where our papers are accepted and where we present a lot of our research work in different domains, from NLP to computer vision. And then we have a massive community across Nigeria where we offer free trainings on AI capacity. We're currently on 17 campuses and 23 cities using a campus club that we call AI Plus Club, which is owned by Data Science Nigeria to build learning community. Of course, we also have a center in Lagos where we run AI every day, where we teach AI every day. But this has been suspended because of COVID-19. So these are some of our boot camps, learning for kids. And then we did something unique, creating what we call Knowledge Box, which creates top learning from top schools around the world and put them in the content of 17,000 videos that anybody can use for self-development. Of course, we also train companies. So we moved from student now training companies. Top companies in Nigeria are trained by us, training top-level executive to know what AI can do for them, organizing conferences for business leaders in Nigeria, and then creating our own unique way of collecting data through what we call data crowd. I'll speak to that a lot. So we can collect any form of data, picture, video, sound across the country using our massive network of students. This is how the application works. So we can get to know prices of food, weather forecasts, network situations, seasonal updates, daily prices of food. So we can predict national inflation on daily basis faster than the government of the country. So having established briefly who we are, I will spend the remaining 10 minutes to speak to some of the works we have done in respect of COVID-19 in Nigeria. So basically, as you may know, today, there are about 44,000 cases in Nigeria, and this is trending. It's actually trending down, but there's a school of thought that believes that two things are happening. Number one, testing is improving unlike before, so we're able to see that. Secondly, a lot of effort by the government is also working in terms of driving for right behavior, either, all the interventions from the government, that people are more responsive to them. So some of our works, I'll speak to the first one, which is the rumor analysis. Rumor analysis is an attempt for us to be able to guide policy making in terms of managing information sharing during any form of COVID-19 related diseases. How do we manage information? So issues of rumors, issues of misinformation, and issues of disinformation. So we call it a peer-to-peer pattern of misinformation construct. We wanted to understand the pattern and the nature of this information. How do people share this information? What are the impact of this information? And what are the outcomes in terms of how do people respond to this information? So we are actually looking at the entire value chain of information reception, interpretation, and action. So that is our model. So we're building that construct in information reception, interpretation, and action. And what we're trying to do is to follow after the work done by the Reuters Institute, which is about message typology and transmission rate. So if you receive an information and you interpret it and you respond by resending it, it's different from messages that you receive and you do not resend it. So message typology and their transmission rate based on the nature of those information. So we're trying to understand the pattern and be able to predict what information typology, whether they are reconfigured or fabricated, are transmitted, And when they are transmitted, what is the response on the recipient? A lot of works are being done around message impact analysis to understand the nature of those messages, the channel, the frequency, and the insight, and the response. So we are more keen on what is the outcome of those messages. So it's not just about analyzing the messages, what were the actions? How did the recipient respond? You know, there could be as simple as non-compliance to public health recommendation because we believe that the message is false, or because the message challenges the general norm that COVID-19, for example, is real. So we're trying to understand those response typologies. Of course, we've done some works which, when we are fully ready, we'll share it, but I have to delete them at this stage because they are not currently ready for sharing. So we've done a lot around message type analysis. So we've seen about 16 types of messages that are shared, and we are also trying to do what we call modeling Nigerian infodemics along this path. So part says, what do people receive? What do they share? What do they believe? And how do they respond? So I might receive 100 messages of 16 types. Which of them do I share proactively? Which of them do I believe? And which of them do I respond to? So there's a logic to it. So we're building a logical framework around, you know, message reception, interpretation, response, and action, basically. So it's an interesting work that we've been working on, and I'm sure in the next 1 month, this work will be ready to share, reinforcing our understanding of how policy should be built for managing, you know, health information dissemination, and how the population must be managed in the way they misinterpret, misconfigure, or change the intention of the message. So these are some of the examples of the messages. Of course, they will all come out in a framework like this or in a framework like this. So having established that, I go to the other work we did, which is around optimizing health facility, essentially optimizing health allocation in terms of where should health location be situated to be able to help in terms of deployment of testing centers and isolation centers. And this was an attempt that reflects the fact that the government cannot immediately build new hospitals, but we can upgrade the existing hospital by understanding how they are well situated vis-a-vis the population density and critical point of interest that gives us information on how people cluster. You know, so based on that, we did some geospatial clustering that combined 3 variables. First, spatial data in terms of population density and road networks and where health centers are located. Then we did some social vulnerability indices based on how we expect people to be vulnerable. Of course, socioeconomic class, household composition are critical indicators. And then resource allocation model around closeness to critical centers of access to services. So based on that, we're able to propose locations that could be looked at specifically for Lagos State government, which is the biggest and largest state in Nigeria. And of course, the state with the largest number of cases as of today. So based on that, we're able to provide clear geoprofile indicators around where those centers should be located. This was shared with the government of the state, and there was an engagement around how it should be deployed to help in managing COVID-19. Now, I'm glad to say that managing COVID-19 in Nigeria has now been decentralized. And that was the intention of this study, that this cannot just be, we have to decentralize and find, you know, locations that are closer to people where testing can be done and where you know, management of the disease can also be done. So based on this, we're able to identify areas at coordinate level where those centers should be implemented using you know, social vulnerability indices and other spatial indicators indicating activities and dynamism of the people. And then there's another work done by the team around pattern study, understanding COVID-19 patterns, SARS and Ebola. And these are more from a policy perspective, that we understand how this pans out, which was a major publication for us. You know, we understanding the fatality indices. It shows certain relationship and patterns, which should, of course, help in terms of policy making. Very brilliant work done by the team in this regard. Because of time, I will leave the slide for us to look at, comparing COVID and SARS to see the patterns, since both of them are viral diseases. And then we did a lot around dashboard and some preventive effort on what should be done. A lot of work was done in this regard. Just to make this very simple for an average person to be able to visualize and understand COVID-19 and how it should be managed, and also providing some, health tips on what should be done and what should not be done. I'll call my colleague Ezekiel, who will speak briefly some of the data set that we now have on FDP from a Nigerian perspective. Ezekiel, if you can quickly run through that.
Okay, sir. So can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so we have created different data sets for our FDP. For example, this one, we call it corona cases in Nigeria. And in that, we have different sheets. For example, we have daily cases of corona in Nigeria. We have cases by state in Nigeria. And we have also created metadata for all this in our scoping exercise spreadsheet. And also, in this one, we have COVID-19 and economic data, where we have different data sets such as population estimates for people in Nigeria, including female and male. We have cases of coronavirus for each state. And also, next slide, please. Okay, so we also look at the budget of each state. For example, budget presented before coronavirus and budget that they revised due to coronavirus period. And also for the healthcare facilities in Nigeria, for each state, we try to look at the primary healthcare, secondary healthcare, tertiary healthcare. We look at the number of healthcare that each state has. Also in this one, we have data set for messages that people receive during coronavirus period. And all this, we have created the metadata for them for our FDP, in which we are going to install today.
Okay, so in conclusion, I think we've been very, very active in supporting the nation at very high level. And there are other works that we did, which were more in my own personal capacity, but of course, based on the power of data science Nigeria, helping in building epidemiological model and health economic modeling to help the various states in Nigeria to plan and to anticipate the overall economic risk of COVID-19. Of course, even though we did not report this, the government of Nigeria actually reported this through a press release. This went through most of the newspapers, and I think you can see some of them on the screen. This is Daily Trust, showing how we supported government to use data to distribute palliatives. Palliatives were an effort by state to understand where the vulnerable people are and how they are using, how we help them at coordinate level using geospatial analysis to understand where the vulnerable people are clustered. For a lot of these, I also use a lot of work from telco data, which is where I work. So most of the work I reported from the work I support all are using telco data to understand vulnerability, population density, and all the epidemiological metrics. And of course, a lot of macroeconomic work are also done to guide the state in terms of the macroeconomic implications so that a state can get ready for their revamp or resurgence post-COVID-19. So this was broadly reported, and we're glad that we're able to make impact, helping all the 36 states in Nigeria to see how data can help. Number one, on anticipating the risk. Number two, understanding people who are more vulnerable. Number three, proactively deploying their resources in terms of health. And number four, understanding the economic implication of COVID-19. And lastly, helping states to understand how to bounce back post-COVID-19, understanding the various economic levers that can be tweaked to be able to get back on their feet. So thanks so much for having us. It's a pleasure for us to be part of Vodan, and we feel very excited about the great work being done. So thank you so much. If there are questions, I'll be very glad to answer them. We are Data Science Nigeria. You can check us on any of this channel and know more about our work, our research, our consulting, our solutions, our applications, and our learning material. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I see in Nigeria you guys are doing some amazing stuff, to be honest. I think I'll start us off. If anyone does have a question, just type it in the chat box. But my question is around your messaging transmission. Have you been able to find correlations in terms of channels that get more messages transmitted as is downstream vis-a-vis the ones that people tend to hold? Maybe, for example, if they're getting something via Twitter, they are more likely to share that one than if they're getting it via WhatsApp or via another platform. And does that correlate as well to the ability of the recipients to change the message before they transmit it forward?
Okay. Okay, thanks so much. I think, number one, let me clarify. We worked on peer-to-peer messaging, not public messaging. So what I receive and I broadcast, because we're keen about what people receive as a personal message. So this would be SMS, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, things that are sent to you as a person. So it's a personal message. So it's directed at you, not a general WhatsApp, because we're interested in the peer-to-peer mechanism. We are modeling peer-to-peer sensitivities and responsiveness. Because it's peer-to-peer, I take it as a personal information for which a personal action is expected. Of course, the nature of how it is sent, of course, influences. If it comes as a WhatsApp, it's easier for me to share it with more people. If it is SMS, it costs me. Because it costs me, I'm keen about the messages that people forwarded on a platform that they are charged for. You understand? And how they select the people that they send it to. So you receive a message and you send it to about 2, 3, 4 people. What are those 4 people you send it to? Do you think it's more appropriate to them? Do you think it's more relevant to them? Or do you think they are more vulnerable to it? And by the time we look at the preliminary work, we see that, of course, some are more about exciting people, some are more about giving information, some about, I need clarification. So I send it to people I consider to be knowledge sources, who, if they receive it, can get back to me to say what you have received is right or wrong. Like I said, we're still studying all the patterns. A lot of work are being done. Of course, we have seen some preliminary correlation along our desired theoretical framework of the message you receive, what you believe, what you transmit, and the action that it triggers. So you see that there's a funnel. So I receive 100 messages, out of which those that I believe maybe like 60, those that I share maybe like 20, and the one that I respond to maybe like 3. We're trying to understand the funneling logic so that we model which one people respond most to. I'm sure by the time the paper is ready, I'm sure it will really add a lot of value. And we're going to make all the logic, all the theories, and all the codes used and make it available for other countries to take and work and take further. But like I said, it's peer-to-peer messaging that we have focused our own attention on. Because we are aware that a lot of other work has been done on social media, so we focus on peer-to-peer messaging.
No, that's pretty awesome, actually. I think it's very interesting, the line of analysis that you guys have taken on it. We have a question in the chat box from Abdullahi. His first question is, what is the data source or data sources that you use to generate the social vulnerability index and also density? So his perception is that he expects that to be different from population data gathered by NBS.
Okay, thank you very much. So there are 2 questions. One, so the beautiful thing about Nigeria is that there are more data sources that complement what Nigerian Bureau of Statistics has. So we have used 2 data sources to generate our SBI. Number one is a data sponsored by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which attempted to profile the country and also identify points of interest. So it's not just knowing how many people live in different locations, which they got by doing satellite data and microsensors. So they took satellite data of the entire country, and then they went in to take microsensors randomly sampled community. And based on that, they were able to estimate age, gender at coordinate level across Nigeria. In addition to that, the data set was also overlaid with point of interest. So all health facilities in the country at coordinate level, schools, fire service providers across the country. So, and because the data was very thorough because it's been used to support vaccination in Nigeria and it's third-party data, which we have tried and tested. It's very, very effective. There's the second one also sponsored by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation called Geopod in partnership with DFID, Development for in the UK, which also went further to understand population by age, by gender. So that helps us to effectively profile, and so which is very rich, And the second question you asked is the data from telecoms open? No, it's not open because it was used as anonymized, non-identifiable and aggregated data. And it's not part of Chinos's API. Chinos's API is our API for API marketplace that MTN has just released to help people who want to go into financial services and other services that they need to call our API for service. So we do not provide data of customers on Chinos's API at this time and for the issues of customer privacy. Even the work that we did with Nigerian government were also very anonymized. We're more interested about how communities were clustered at aggregate levels so that governors can know where to go for intervention. It was not about an individual. It was more about, this community is more vulnerable, so we need to provide palliative. So it was not about us.
All right.
Okay, yes, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation are very public. They are very open in Nigeria, and the project is also being done in other countries. The project is technically managed by Flowminder. It's a special consulting firm in the Southampton University, United Kingdom. So all the works are publicly available. So if you Google Bill and Melinda Gates, if you Google GRID3, GRID3, 1, 2, 3, number 3, you will be able to have access to the data.
All right, so I think we'll put a pin in that discussion so we can move to the next section and then we can have the full Q&A at the end. So I guess we'll be handing over to Miriam for the guided installation of the VIB. Miriam, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Miriam.
Hello. So who will be installing the button in a box on behalf of the Nigerian team?
Okay, so we have Toby in the meeting. Toby, can you say something, please?
Yeah, sure.
Hello everyone. How are you all doing? Can you hear me?
Well.
Yes, Toby. Hi.
Yes.
Okay. So let me share my screen.
So today we'll be installing the button in a box for Nigeria. As we all know, a button in a box is a collection of applications that support acquisition and exposure of the case report forms locally on the FAIR data points. And so it basically consists of 3 components: the FAIR data points, the CRF wizard, and the query platform. So we'll be demonstrating how to do that today with Nigeria. Are you trying to share your screen or?
Yes, I am. Please hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I think I just shared the entire screen, so. Okay. Okay, can you all see my screen? Or it's coming up?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yeah.
I can see it too.
Okay, so I want to quickly log in.
Okay. So I have a link with the installation procedure. it has the commands and step-by-step procedure.
Okay, so that link, I've opened it. Oh, I'm not sharing my entire screen. Let's try to share my entire screen then. Okay, how about now? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we
Yes,
can see it.
perfect. This is perfect.
Okay, can you see everything open by the side as well?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see your Google Doc
Okay,
and
that's fine. So
your
let's
command
begin.
line.
So among the requirements of the button in a box production deployments are four domain names pointing to a single IP address. And these are for the CRF Wizard, the CRF Wizard API, and for the data point, the fair data point, and the triple store. So in this case, we'll use the LLO graph triple store.
This shouldn't take this long. Very sorry. I'm not sure what's going on.
That's okay.
So let's change this. Change
Èyí tó kan tèmi mi ti tán báyìí.
Let's change this. The Wi-Fi password. Wi-Fi password. Let's change
Mariam,
this.
just a question for you. The documentation with the installation procedure, is it available for everyone or it's something that you're testing?
No, it's actually available for everyone. I'll share it in the chat now.
All right.
So everyone can have access to this document and also the step-by-step procedure.
Oh, great. For everyone following, the link to the documentation has been shared in the chat box for the production deployment. I guess also the step-by-step would be shared, which is a Google document.
Okay, Toby, are you there? What seems to be the problem?
I think you said something about the password. I don't know. Is Toby still here?
I can't see him in the.
Yeah, maybe it's having network. I'm trying to find out from Oluwale if it is possible to someone else, since it's a virtual private server anyways, and he has the. Okay. Yeah, he's back on. Okay, Toby is back online.
Hello, can you hear me? I'm very sorry. I've been trying to share my screen properly. Hello, can you hear? Can you
Yes,
hear me?
yes, we're with you. We see your screen.
Okay. So I'm back up, and I've opened the documentation on this side. So I'm into the server now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, did you do anything prior to this?
Yeah,
no?
I started, then I stopped when I realized I should have been doing it publicly. So I've installed Docker.
Okay.
Took everything back. I took everything else I did back. So everything all I have now is the first line. So install Docker. I've installed Docker, and that's pretty much everything.
Oh, okay. So we could go to the. Could you maybe verify to see whether Docker Compose was installed? You could check the version. Docker.
No, I haven't installed Docker Compose. I just installed Docker, just the engine.
Oh, Docker. Okay.
Then took
So
everything
then
back.
now we can install Docker Compose.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
So let's go to the next. Okay.
Yeah. You could check to see.
The version of Docker.
Yes.
Okay.
So Docker and Docker Compose are among the prerequisites that are required for broadening a box deployment. So next we can now install the certbot. So we need to prepare the environment. So let's install the software properties. Yes.
I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The repository. And then finally, we'll start going.
Okay, that's done.
Yeah, okay. So now next, we download the Water in a Box master file from GitHub. Oh no. Should we not just install it? We use the first command, the sudo apt-get, so that it's easier to
Updates. Okay.
yeah, it's easier to update. And then so we now create a directory. We create the up button directory. And then
Okay, I'm with you.
yeah. Okay. So well, I don't know why that is. So we need to copy the files that we downloaded into this directory, into the folder. Okay. For the I'm not so sure. Toby,
Yes, I'm here.
is it possible for you to download the folder?
Yes, it is. Let me open that up.
Oh, you could just download it from here. Let me send the first link, the one with the, yes, that one. No, the previous one, the production deployment. No, yes,
Okay.
that one, yeah. And then you can, no, not there.
I'm trying, sorry.
Oh, sir, okay, yeah. And then so on, do you see the download, the word download?
Yes.
Yes. So I want you to download the file. I mean the folder, right?
Okay. Okay. Let's rename this.
Yes. So I need you to copy that folder into. I'll send you the command now. Can you see it?
All right. How do I get?
Oh, sorry. One sec. Oh, I didn't send. 1 second. sorry. I'm typing it now. Do you see the?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So just basically copy the whole folder from your computer.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah?
Oh, you'll need to edit. Don't put it directly because you need to put the IP address.
Okay. Let's see. Let's quickly open Notepad.
Yeah.
I finished by 4:30 today. So I finished by 4:30 today.
So maybe we need to rename the folder.
Okay, that's also true. Let's quickly do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll need to edit that in the command as well. Is it where is the file now? It's not in downloads, is it?
It's in my downloads.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Could you move it to your home? Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. We have over here. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah.
So did you put the right IP address?
Yes, that's my.
Okay. So you need to move out of your root terminal and then just enter that command.
Do you want me to open a new terminal, or I should just move out? That's.
Oh, you could open a new one. That's even better.
Okay. Is this it? Okay.
Oh, sorry. When we're creating the folder in the server,
Okay.
I think it was called ops bottom, if I'm not wrong. Is that correct?
In the server, Vodan deployment production, it's the same.
No, I mean the directory.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're basically trying to copy the files, right?
Mm-hmm.
The files that are in the folder that we just downloaded onto the server. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, yeah. So the name, I think we called it Vodan. That's correct. Toby.
Yes, I'm here. Hello, can you hear me?
So can we rename the folder to Vodan instead?
Let's do this. 1 second, let's do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Oh, did you change the name of the folder?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So that should work.
Let's close this. Let's open a different one. Let's quickly type this out.
Oh, are you typing the password?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Oh.
Let's see, is that from? Oh, I changed the wrong. Okay.
Oh.
I try that again.
Sorry, the password, yeah?
Yeah,
You can stop sharing your screen, and then you could copy paste the password from,
okay.
yeah, you can stop sharing your screen for a minute and then just put the password and then.
Okay. It still isn't. Why is that? Why is that? I shouldn't be.
Oh, this is taking.
Well, it is here. I did rename it. So let's try. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
Not yet. Oh yes. I think now it's working. Okay, so we've copied the files. So we need to get back into the server.
Okay.
Yes, so just to check and see that everything is in place, you could check, list the type ls command.
It's taking a while. I think I was out too long. Should we try reopening it? Because I feel like it's because I was out too long.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So let me quickly stop sharing so I can copy the password.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
It's still taking a while.
Could you, again, I was going to suggest for you to close, but
Okay, to close and restart the terminal.
but that might oh, is that working? Oh, okay.
Let's open it in a different terminal. It's the same.
Oh, it's slow. Let's give it time and see. So what we're basically doing now, we're downloading the button in a box master folder from GitHub, and we're downloading it onto the server. And we've copied the files onto the server. So We're just waiting for it to respond. Does it usually take this long?
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Oh.
Let's try this again.
Oh. It's really taking a while.
Could it be the network or something?
I'd say so, but then I'm active on Zoom. Like you can all hear me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't think it's the network.
I don't think so too.
Let me talk to Mr. Wale. Mr. Wale, are you still there?
He's on the call, I think.
Yeah, I want to
here.
ask him if there's what do you think is going on?
What's the specification of the Ubuntu you're using?
Focal fossa. It's 20.04.
Okay. What's the RAM? What's the RAM size?
This is 16 gig RAM.
Okay, your system should be, the specification should be okay for it.
Dr. Abdullahi has a question. Could you verify that all dependencies and libraries are okay in the chats?
Yes, I did before this presentation.
But then I'm not too sure. You should check the version of your Docker compose, your Docker. Check it, because I don't think that was successful.
Okay, let's go back then.
Oh.
Oh, you're timing out.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh no.
Internet.
But I've actually tried to. I'm trying to SSH into the server as well, but it's actually. Oh yeah, it brought the timeout error.
On your side as well?
Yes.
And so, Wale, where do you have to put in there? If it's timing out with Miriam and Miriam has a better connection, I assume. Help us check.
Let me check it.
Yes, it's timing out.
Let's see. Oh,
It's not going to let you. Sorry, guys, this is taking longer than we planned.
Let's try this again. Let's try that. I feel like we should try this one more time.
I think this is common with demos. It's the day that you want to demonstrate that everything goes high wire. But the minute you go off the call, the connection is back online.
Try this.
It's
Okay, progress.
okay, great.
Progress. Okay, let's. Sorry, guys. Let me quickly copy the password. 1 second. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, back in.
Could you check change to directory to the directory we created?
So which is that?
The ops, yes. I think you need to start with a slash before the ops. Yeah. CD? No. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Warden.
Okay.
Yeah. And then let's see what we have in there.
No.
No ls.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. So we have all the files that we need. So now next we need to start editing the domains, the domain names in the. Are you looking at the document?
Yes, I am. I love you, bro.
So within the proxy, yeah. Within the proxy folder. Yeah, Nginx. Yeah, we need to edit the agraph.conf file. So we need to change the domains where you see the exclamation marks. Yeah. Oh, better. Next, the value is in the SSL certificate. The keys to the triple store.
Okay.
Yeah. That one too. And then finally, we change the server name at the bottom. Yeah.
Okay, let me quickly go through it one more time. Artificial intelligence, energy, energy. Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, okay. So save and
Okay.
so next, still in the same directory, we edit the dsw.conf file. So for the button in a box, we use Nginx as the proxy server. Artificial intelligence is quite long. Yeah. So
One more. Over here.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
So can save this.
okay.
So within
I
the
think the
sample,
next is FDP.
.conf, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, second.
my location. Let's see.
Sorry. No, that's it. You don't need to change anything else.
Okay.
Yep, and then save. Yep. So next, we go into the Docker Compose, the YML file. So we need to go back up into the yeah. Yeah, there. So we're now changing the API URL from the default to the new domain.
Okay, that's everything here.
Okay, so next we go to the DSW server. So yeah, CD. Then we edit. So we'll change the domain, the DSW domain. Oh, and then keep in mind you need to change the secret and the service token.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the session is being recorded, so we can leave them the way they are.
Okay.
And then you'll change them afterwards.
Okay.
So I think that's it. And then now we go to the, we go back up into the button folder. Yes, and then FTP. We change the directory. Oh no.
We're already inside.
Yeah. No, without the slash. Yeah, and then edit the application, the YML file. So in this file, we'll just basically change the value for the FTP domain to the new one. And then you have to change the secret service token and the secret key afterwards.
Okay.
So save and then yep. So we go down one layer down, back to the button folder, or just type CD of the main button and then Allegrograph. Yeah. Yeah, then we edit the agraph.cfg file. Oh, so in this file, you're basically supposed to edit password. We won't do this now. And then when you change the password, you have to do the same in the submission service folder with the configuration.yml file. So there's nothing to change in there. Now next we obtain the certificates. So we need to comment out the include lines at the end of the no, not that one. We're now going into the proxy folder. Yeah, so we go into proxy, then Nginx, yeah, and then we edit the nginx.conf file. Yes, so comment out all the last three include lines. Yeah. Save. And then start the proxy service with Docker Compose up -d proxy.
Don't I have to leave the proxy first?
No. We need to. Oh, could you scroll down on your production deployment document? We need to obtain the certificates. So right there, Yeah, and then now just run that command. Yep. Oh, so we're good. And then now we get the certificate. We need to go back, but okay, it's fine. So, but
Back where?
that needs to be edited. We need to go back up to the button folder because we're now in the proxy folder. Yes. So now next, we get the certificates for the 4 domains. You could copy paste that into maybe a text editor, like or Sublime Text, and then edit, and then so that it's so
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
yep, and then just copy paste those commands. So you can enter an email for renewal and security notices. Oh yes, so that's done. Then we create for the next one. Oh, wait, I think you're copy pasting what you just put. You've obtained the certificate for this one already.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the DSW platform. I mean domain name, sorry.
Hold on.
Yeah, so this one, you're getting the one for the API.
I copied twice. I think I did.
Oh, and then you need to cancel this. And then next we'll obtain for the one of the FTP. Oh,
It was my error. Last sparkle.
so oh, we're done with all of them.
Yes.
So then now next we need to create a certificate file for the Allegro graph. That's number 4. So just copy paste that command into your notepad and edit. Guys, hang in there. We're almost done.
Okay. That's it. Something's off.
Oh, I don't think you copied the whole of it. Oh.
Oh, let's copy this again. That's everything. Is it? No. Yeah, that's everything. Let's try this again then.
Double check the spelling. Oh, that one. The previous one did not have .ng.
Okay. Thank you. I think that works. Okay.
Yeah, so that works. And then next, we need to stop the proxy service. So Docker Compose down. And then uncomment the lines in the, so basically change directory to the to proxy / nginx. No. Remove, yeah. Yeah. And then edit the nginx.conf file. There's a spelling error. Nano. Yeah. So we need to uncomment the last include lines. So save and then
Okay, so do we start up then? Let me move out of this directory.
yeah. So get back to the button folder, and then Docker Compose app -d. So we're almost done, guys.
Hang in there, guys.
Yeah, we're with you. We're with you. We're hanging in.
You're still here.
So, but we're actually almost done. When this finishes, we'll have completed most of it. And so the rest of it will be for Toby to
Change a couple of.
yes, you change the passwords and the keys. Yeah, the secret keys, the service tokens, you have to make sure you change those.
Okay.
And also the passwords for the login at the FDP and um, DSW platform.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so that's done. So we can check and see how it's looking. Maybe go to your URL and yeah, to your sorry. No, could we go to the FDP? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so
Wow, 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 wow. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thanks to Miriam and the team, Nigeria.
and also, so you need to change the passwords and the login credentials for that. And then also go to the
What language is this?
DSW dot. Yes, for the CRF wizard. So the login credentials are in the document. So you can log in Albert Einstein. And then, so you basically need to change that to the password. Yeah. So yeah, that's working fine too. Then we can also check on our query platform.
Spelled that wrong. Yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah,
it
it's
works.
ready now. Yes, okay. So yeah, everything works fine. I'm trying to check to see if there's anything we need to do right now. Okay, so oh yeah, okay. So basically the only things left now are for Toby to change the passwords and keys and service tokens. Oh, and then yeah, I think that's it for this installation. So you can log in to see how it works. The Allegro graph. You can log in. I think for this one it should be anonymous. Wait, let me check.
It's admin. No.
Yes, admin. So it's admin and then password. It might be case sensitive, so yeah. So, and then now we need to create a new repository. So create new repository right there, type CRF, and then create. So it's creating. And then, so we need to create an anonymous user. So below admin, yeah.
Admin or user admin?
Just click there, we see.
Okay.
Users, yeah. Yes, and then so create user, add a user, yeah. Anonymous. And then oh yes, so anonymous and then password. You can put it to password. Okay. Yeah, so that's done. We can go back now. So the rest of the things can't be recorded. Okay, the rest of the changes that Toby will have to make after. So I think that's it for this session. Congratulations, Nigeria. We have successfully installed the Warden in a box. And yeah, well done, Toby. It was great.
Thank you, Miriam.
Yeah, and I think that's it. So, Toby, you can you'll reach out to me in case you don't understand anything.
Okay.
And then there's the number 6. Do you see number 6 in the document?
Yes, I do.
So when doing that part as well, when you need any help, feel free to reach me. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Miriam.
No worries. You're welcome.
All right. I think the Nigeria team, great job done. You've been able to finally have your version of your Voden in a box. And congratulations to Toby and to Mariam for a great job, well done. Wonderful instruction. I think it will add value to everyone who sees the recording afterwards when they are doing their own installations. So I don't know whether we have any parting announcements before we close from Francisca, Mariam.
Thank you, Charles. Dr. Sakina, the team lead for Nigeria, will be given the vote of thanks. But briefly, I just want to announce that next week we should be coming back to the east of Africa for Team Ethiopia. We're getting set to install the FDP as well. Kenya, Dr. Reginald, Charles, start warming up. You may be next. Yeah, so I'd like to congratulate every one of us and thank you all for your participation. For the formal vote of thanks for this session will be given by Dr. Sakinat, the country coordinator for Nigeria. Dr. Sakinat.
Yes, thank you so much. I want to use this medium to thank everyone for the patience and the attendance of this event. Is actually a landmark for us. It's a great achievement. Nigeria being next after Uganda. And we are also particularly happy that most of the data that we are going to be using for our FDP, at least majority of them is coming from Data Science Nigeria. So we also thank Data Science Nigeria for the great work. And also, we are warming up for our next installation, which is the University of Ibrahim Babangida University, Lapai. We are warming up soon. Yes, another installation is coming from there. So I want to thank you all for your patience. Thank you, Vodan Africa. Thank you, Miriam, Toby. I also say thank you to myself. Thank you to Data Science Nigeria. Thank you to all Nigerian team members. Thank you, Professor Francisca. We love you.
Thank you all. We love you more.
Yeah, so exciting.
All right. A great vote of thanks. I don't know whether you have any closing remarks, Francisca, before we tie it up.
That would be all from me, just to thank everyone and thank Miriam for her patience, for her guidance, and then to also thank everyone and thank you, Charles and Ivy, everyone working behind the scenes, and say we'll see you next week when we come back to the East again, to Ethiopia. Thank you.
All right. Thank you everyone for sticking with us through the installation and the session as well. I apologize, it took longer than we expected, but I think there was value for everyone in the session. So a recorded version of this webinar, as always, will be available on the Vodan Africa website. So in case you missed part of it or you would like to revisit a section of it, by all means, be sure to check it out. As well as join us for the next installment of the Metadata for Machines workshop next week. As Francisca has highlighted, we'll be dealing with Ethiopia then. So details on the timings will be shared on the various Vodan Africa comms channels, which is a Slack and the WhatsApp groups. So thank you again for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Francisca.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye. See you next.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, everyone.